Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. So why was Laura Croft sad? Her career was in ruins. Today, we're taking a look at The Hobbit, There and Back Again by Office Dog. Now, this is a dice game of Bilbo's Journey to Lonely Mountain where it's going to span across 8 different adventures, all right? 1 to 4 players are going to play in this, and it looks like it's a book that's going to have a little pen. You can write on it. You're basically trying to create your own epic journey, into the Lonely Mountain. So I'll tell you what. Let's go down to the table, let's open this thing up, and let's see what's on the inside. All right, folks, here we go. This is The Hobbit, There and Back Again by Office Dog. Now, this is designed by Reiner Knizia, and it looks like it's part of the Middle-earth Enterprises. Okay, so I'm guessing the Middle-earth Association, they had to get permission to put this thing together. But like I was saying, it looks like there's 8 different adventures, and it looks like you're using a little dry erase pen. You're marking stuff down on this flip book. Okay, you're gonna have your tokens, your different dice. I'm excited to see how it is. It's a 30-minute game, 1 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. So let's get this thing opened up and let's see what we have. So, Reiner Knizia does some great stuff too. So I'm always excited to look at what he has. So he always comes up with some of the most unique ideas. And, well, this is Middle-earth and it's The Hobbit, so I'm super curious about that alone, just myself, because I really like the Middle-earth stuff. Now, when we open this thing up, the first thing we're going to get is a rule book. Let's flip to the back. The end. Hey, you are a very fine person. Looks like we're going to get, page-wise, a 30-page book. So I don't know what all is in this book, but we'll try to get it figured out. So, kind of slide this more in the middle, help open stuff up. Here is our component list. Not a ton of components. It's basically just your adventure book. We're going to get a few tokens. We're going to get some dice. And the nice thing is I like this little chart here that shows you what the dice faces are, but I would love to see that more on the back of the book, or hopefully maybe they have a player aid for it as well. That would be kind of cool too. Okay, you got your score sheet and your map. Looks like every book, I'm guessing, is going to be the same way. We'll flip through the book and we'll see what it shows. But there's your different 8s, your 8 things. Now we have solo rules in here as well. We have a hard mode and then your credits. And it looks like we can scan to watch or learn how to play video for this as well. So I really like that. I love it when they do stuff like that. Okay, we'll start in with some gameplay over here. I know you probably can't see all this. I'm zoomed in a little tight, but you'll get a good idea of this. All right, and then our path actions, our resource actions. We got our burglar actions. I mean, you can't be a hobbit without doing some burglaring, right? All right, so part 1 is going to be your unexpected party. It's probably like, I'm guessing, a little train scenario, the very beginning one, the first one. A lot of times I see them that way. Part 2, you got your roast mutton. Specific rules for that one. All right, over the hill and under hill is going to be part 3, specific rules. All right, I'm just going to kind of flip through these. If you want to look at them any closer, go ahead and give it a pause. Riddles in the dark, your specific rules there as well. Looks like we're going to get Gollum in there finally. Part 5, out of the frying pan and into the fire, and our specific rules. Kind of recognizing all of these, right? And I'll tell you what, I really like the feel of this book. It's not like a normal feel. It's got some, man, I don't know what to say, but it feels thicker. This book feels really good, real high quality. Part 6, A Dark Way Through Mirkwood. Yeah, I really like the feel of this book. On the doorstep for 7, and this is probably number 8, should be our last one. Fire and water. Look at that. We got Smog. We're going to go take him on. Okay. And specific rules. Now, hard mode. Okay, if you want to modify hard. So they have hard mode settings, looks like for every one of them. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's going to be your hard mode for that one. And then here's going to be your solo mode section over here. All right. Your little round tracker. I'm not really sure. I hope that's somewhere else. You don't have to keep using this book because that would kind of be a pain. And then, of course, our credits. And there you go. All right, really good. I like how that is. We're going to get 1 sheet of tokens, it looks like. And these are, oh, wow, these are super thick tokens, too. There you go. Okay, front and back side looks like it's going to be identical. And they're really thick, if you can take a look at that. Okay, and they do punch really nice. The super thick ones, I always tell people, punch them a little slower and make sure you push them straight through. Go all the way straight down. Don't try to do them at an angle, and they always come out really good. If you do them at an angle, sometimes they'll try to peel up. Okay, so be careful there. Put those off to the side. All right, we're going to get a couple of Ziploc bags, probably for all of our tokens. And our tokens are going to fit here. 4 dry erase pens, pretty standard common for pretty much all of the printing games that we got these days. Gonna have a nice little insert. I like the artwork on the insert. We'll have to take a look at that as well, or you'll be able to see that when I get everything out. Okay, and here's our dice. All right, those dice, it looks like they're silk screened on, except for that. That looks like just a standard 12-sided dice. But these ones, those icons, they're silk screened on and look really nice. Really like the look of those. Okay, and they have a nice, good feel, nice and glossy. Yeah. Okay, and it looks like those are going to be probably almost movement dice because it looks like they're like your pathways and stuff like that. You roll dice and you probably move based on whatever the icon is. I don't know. All right, so this, what do we have? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got several hardbound books here. This is different than normal. All right, so let's do this. There's your insert. You know you want to take a look at your insert, so I want to make sure you guys can see it. Okay, so let's put these back in here. I'm going to move this stuff off to the side for a second because what we have is we have these books. Now, a lot of the flip and write books and stuff like that, they're kind of a spiral bound, but these aren't. As you can see, okay, these are more of a hard. Okay, they're cardboard ones, but they have a binding that's glued in here. So let's go through each one of these. I don't know which ones are which, so we'll just see what we can find. So there's your unexpected party. All right, now it does stick up a little bit, but it looks like it actually lays pretty good. Reminder, never do this again. I don't know what that means. Just don't do it again. Okay, so here's some different, yeah, I don't know what any of these icons or any of this stuff really means other than I know that's your adventure. Now, here's your part 2 adventure. There's what your map's going to look like and everything else. If you don't want to look at any of this stuff, just kind of skip to the end. There's your part 3. And we got 4. Yeah, Gollum looks pretty scared stiff there. But yeah, well, I'll tell you what, this game, I want to play this game now. I really do. I love the way this thing looks. This game looks so interesting to me, and I've never heard of this game. Okay, there's 6. It's getting a little tight over here, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, here's part 7. Oh, okay, and then we're going to have, here's part 8. I think I now know how this is. Everybody's going to get their own book. That's what it is. I think these books are all the same. So to play the game, everyone's going to get their own book, and that's how they're going to play it. And you're going to write on it, you're going to draw on it, you're going to do whatever you can do. That way, not everyone's doing the same stuff. So, interesting. I see why they did that now. Okay, so there's your 4-player books. Cool. I like that. So, let's get all these put back in here. It does add some weight to this box. I'll tell you what. Whew, can definitely feel that weight. So, let's take these tokens. I'm going to throw them in here for now. We got to go back in and we got to punch them still. All right, let's get our Ziploc bags in there because we'll get our tokens in there. We'll get this all taken care of. I'll probably end up putting the cut piece on the very bottom so we lift it up so that way the lid closes 100%. And get our rule book in there. And then let's go ahead and get our lid put back on. And there you go. All right. The Hobbit, there and back again by Office Dog. I'll tell you what, this actually looks fun. I'm excited to play this game. I like how everyone's got their own board. You got each one's going to have your own pin, so you're going to draw everything around. You're not messing with everybody's stuff. I wonder if it's a multiplayer solitaire type situation though. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. But it plays 1 to 4. So here, can't wait to get this one to the table. So let's head back up top and let's close this out. Well, there you go, folks. That is The Hobbit, There and Back Again by Office Dog. And I'll tell you what, this looks like a fun little game. It looks like a nice light game. I like it's kind of like a roll and write game, but I like the player boards. I like the 8 different stories you're going to get. Each one of them looks totally different. I'm really curious to see how that's going to play out. I'm excited to give this one a try because just thumbing through the boards and thumbing through the rule book, the game actually looks fun. It looks like it's a nice light game, but it looks like something that I'm going to have a good time when I'm going to play. It's a short game too, so it's hopefully and probably one of those games that may not even overstay its welcome. So, you know, every now and then I'm always looking for those nice lighter games that are going to have a nice shorter length. And you know what? It's The Hobbit. So, you know, can you really go wrong? Probably not. Well, thanks again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we please ask you to like these videos on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on Facebook, and even on X. And please leave us a comment on any one of those platforms, and we'll get to those comments just as soon as we can. And if you like the videos that we provide you here, and if you're not subscribed already to our channel, we humbly ask you to click on the subscription button, and also click on that bell and be notified when we drop new videos. And also, folks, if you like the videos that I provide here, I also do post videos on my own channel. I'll do reviews, some unboxings, and playthroughs. And it's just stuff that I pulled out from my own personal collection. There'll be a link to my channel down in the details below. And also, if you like the videos we provide you here, we humbly ask you to click on the Super Thanks button and leave a tip. You know, I really don't like being a waiter, but it puts food on the table.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been.
You know, there is nothing more important than the people. Ah! Sean! Why?
You knew what I was when you asked me to review board games with you.
Do you want to go review a board game right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.